Hi everyone. Thank you to everyone that's responded with suggestions, comments, and encouragement. It's much appreciated. For my non-sailing friends and family that watch my videos, I'll start off with the general interest stuff first. Carnival. All I can say is Guaymas knows how to throw a party. Carnival in Guaymas was billed as the biggest party in Sonora, and I believe Guaymas lived up to the hype. The activities began on Thursday, February 23rd, and continued all the way through Fat Tuesday on February 28th. We didn't attend everything. However, being across the bay, the sound carried well, and we enjoyed at a distance. Carnival started with the burning of the bad humor, and any celebration here involving something incendiary means, you guessed it, firecrackers, and lots of it. Our friends who attended Friday's festivities said it was just a warm-up for the remaining 4 days. Each evening featured carnival rides, good food, good company, multiple bands, dancing, and entertainers. Back here at the boat, we noted the music often went on until almost daybreak. Beginning on Saturday, the parades began and were a feature every day through Tuesday. The What's Up San Carlos website indicated the parade was to begin at 3 p.m. On the day we chose to attend, we arrived right around 3 to find most of the parade route deserted. I asked the policeman when the parade began, and he indicated at 4 p.m. Well, that was the time the police began walking the route to make sure the path was clear. The parade actually started a little after 5, and it was definitely worth the wait. While waiting at my seat on the curb, I enjoyed ice cream, beer, and churros. Who needs dinner? Each parade entry was accompanied by its very own DJ, multiple huge speakers blaring full blast. Sometimes the air would just vibrate with the sound. Several businesses sponsored the floats. Here is Telcel, a large cell phone provider, and here is one of my favorites, sponsored by the Sonoran newspaper Expresso. Each parade was heavily attended, and here we are returning to our truck to find it was blocked forward, backwards, and sideways. Since we parked several blocks away, we didn't have to wait long before the car owners returned and we could depart. I loved it all, and it was sad when Wednesday morning dawned, signaling the end of this year's festivities and the beginning of Lent. Before our friend Dawn sanded the bottom, I used my camera's macro lens to take some pictures of the bottom growths and was intrigued by the intricate structures the lens revealed. It was while Dawn was trying to move the rudder to sand around its forward surface that we realized the rudder had frozen in place, and we now have a rudder issue. This problem has really set us back. We tried all kinds of tricks to get the rudder to move, including adding water to the stuffing box, spraying Croil, and using brute force. Lee verified the top bearing was able to move, indicating the problem was lower down. The solid stainless rudder stock extends just short of the underside of the cockpit seats, thereby ensuring insufficient room to remove bearings or the rubber seal. There was nothing for it but to drop the rudder. The external design of the rudder appears to be good. Plenty of surface area to provide steerage, and a shoe to prevent crab pot lines from getting caught between the keel and the rudder. There also appears to be plenty of room to turn the rudder so that the engine shaft can be extracted without having to drop the rudder. But what happens when you need to drop the rudder? Lee found the engine shaft and prop were in the way. Maybe not such a great design after all. To drop the rudder, the shoe has to be removed. The Baba 35 has a bronze shoe held in place with bronze rods run through the trailing edge of the keel, and the ends mushroomed out to fit flush with the surface of the shoe. Lee drilled out the rod ends, applied heat, and with a punch removed the rods. After removing all the packing and cutting through the rubber seal on the rudder stock, the rudder stubbornly remained in place. With a little help from some friendly cruisers here in the yard, the rudder eventually dropped and it almost looks like they are having fun. Even though the rudder has dropped, it's not far enough to remove it from the rudder tube. Gabrielle, the yard owner, has asked that we not dig a hole due to drainage and support issues in our dirt yard. So today, we await the travel lift to hoist us up to drop the rudder for inspection and repair if necessary. Yesterday, Omar, the well-regarded diesel mechanic here in Guaymas, came and removed the engine shaft and prop, which he will have machined and checked for straightness. Additionally, he observed the cutlass bearing was worn and, while serviceable, could use replacing. This was a golden opportunity to do preventive maintenance, and we had Omar remove the bearing. In removing the bearing, he discovered 2 set screws holding the bearing in place. The set screws had been glassed over, and it is likely this is the first time the bearing has been removed since the building of the boat. Good thing it was. As you can see, the tube has worn thin on the engine side, and the rubber inserts are thin and brittle. Omar also removed the saltwater heat exchanger and the engine cooling system, and they will be cleaned of the corrosion. Here you can see the drain plug in the heat exchanger has been completely severed. Another drain plug corroded, and the pencil anode virtually eaten away. There are a lot of projects underway here at La Brisa, and although some are unplanned, each one of those projects will ensure the safety of the boat and her crew. Join us in the next episode to see how the projects are coming along. We also are looking forward to welcoming aboard our first guest, my sister Margie, who is coming out to lend a hand.